Okay, so it's going to be about a week later from when I was supposed to post the video. So it's currently 19th of Feb, Friday. So last Friday, woke up in the morning to the news that Victoria was going into lockdown 3.0, stage 4 restrictions, which meant they implemented the 5-kilometer radius again. So all my plans had to be put on hold. So I spent most of my weekend really waiting on standby for work, the whole COVID situation, and then if I had to be called in for work to allocate resources, in this case security guards for different clients at shopping centres and whatnot. It wasn't too bad. Friday, from what I heard, I had Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, but from what I heard, Friday was pretty hectic. Saturday wasn't too bad, Sunday was cruisy, and then during the week, Monday to Thursday, I was working. Wasn't too bad, it was pretty quiet. Then Wednesday around lunchtime, our premier came with the news that we were coming out of the lockdown, going from stage 4 to stage 3. So they got rid of the whole 5-kilometer radius. So lucky for me, I have 7 days off. So the plans are going to be to do an engine swap on the Rodeos, see how that goes. If I manage to pull it off, I may then move to sanding down the bonnet on the NB, the NB 2.5 front bar, hit it with some silver, clear coat, and then possibly even do the same to the Honda. Front bumper, the roof, front mirrors, and the spoiler. I'm still currently waiting on my Megan racing test pipe to come from the States for the Honda, as my cat pretty hammered. The platinum on the inside rolling around, rattling, so it's a pain in the ass. Occasionally it will block the exhaust pipe, so it restricts. All of a sudden it's just no power. Then I back off the throttle, it moves, jump back on, it's good to go. The other week I ended up going to see Yan. I was going to bring the GoPro with me and record. I'm going to go back up and pick up a FC RX7 diff housing, because I've got a NB 363 diff LSD. So I'm going to swap the guts into the RX7 housing, and then it's going to be put into the NB. When I was at Yan's, managed to pick up some NA seats for that, obviously. Not too bad, pretty good condition, no real fades. They need a steam clean. They do have the headrest speakers in them, so that's a bonus. I also picked up the door cards, uppers and lowers, which is good, they're in good condition. That from factory had the tweeters up the top, so I'm not going to cut the hole out for the tweeters. What I'm going to do is, when the car's all put back together, I'm going to take it down to Sonny at Mile to Wild Audio, get him to do it. As he's a professional, it's his job, and knowing me, I'd fuck up the upper door card, so I'm just going to leave it to the pros. I'm going to run down to Super Cheap Auto, go grab that Hummer and Dolly kit that I was supposed to grab a couple of weeks ago. Too many projects going on at once, get sidetracked too easily. But yeah, I'll cut to us I'll cut to us hitting the Rodeo engine bays with one of the gurneys and getting it all prepped for the engine swaps tomorrow. First start in like 2 weeks. Let's see how it sounds. Cold start. This was my father's Rodeo 2-3 years ago. Driving up the street, coming home from work, one of our neighbours decided to back out and hit him at like, I don't know, 20-30 k's. So hit him in the front, did some damage. We brought the ute back off the insurance company. It was like 800 bucks or something, $1,000. Then that was sitting here for about 6-7 months. I was going to try and repair all of this. Anyway, long story short, my stepsister's dad had come up, seen the ute, asked what we were doing with it, told him that I was planning on repairing it and bringing it back on the road. So he'd given me his father's 4-door Rodeo. I believe this is a year or two older than this one. So this one is on gas. However, the motor is fairly knackered. See if I can hold this up without breaking the GoPro. So, plan is pull the motor out of this one, put it in this one. This one's an auto. I was going to do a manual conversion, but I'm thinking I'm going to leave it automatic just for towing, as it's already got a tow bar on it. It's got a canopy, so I'll use it to tow, pick up cars, maybe even tow the MX-5 to like the occasional midweek track day, just in case any unforeseen circumstances arise and I bin the MX-5 or something. So the plan is to give this thing a good old squirt down, hit it with the gurney and remove the headlight covers. As you can see, there's all moss and shit growing in there. So I'm going to hit this, clean this up as best as I can, do the same on that, and then tomorrow I'll have Dimitri and Laz. They'll be coming up, and well, actually Dimitri's coming up tonight, Laz will be coming up in the morning, and we're going to remove the motor. We ran the car 2 weeks ago. Let the remainder of the gas in the tank run out. There's no petrol in the fuel tank, I believe, so I might even take the tub off, suss out the inside of the fuel tank, and if it's not too good I'll just take it from this one. We're going to sell the tray separately. The 5-speed gearbox I'll probably sell separately, and then pretty much anything else that's on this that needs to be replaced, it's going to come from this. The dash is good on both. The K's appear to be lower on this. I don't know if you can see it, but it says 194,000 kilometers. It's gone over the clock, so you know, it's hit the magical 9999 and then reset. My father's one, so he's a carpet layer, so this thing was a workhorse its whole life. This thing's on 331. I'm going to take the front seats, replace the ones out of there, slightly different pattern. Door cards I might keep, haven't decided yet. Kind of spewing, so he's got vinyl flooring, this one. That one has carpet, and I was going to swap it, but then it's going to be half carpet, half vinyl. So I may cut to us gurneying it. If not, when I come back it'll be Saturday morning and we will be getting ready, undoing everything and pulling the motor. I'll be bringing up the engine crane, ramps, the jack, the whole lot. Okay, so the first headlight cover's been removed. It's like its own little ecosystem in there. So this one, it's the same, a little bit worse. It's got the degreaser down there. Give it a rinse, degrease everything. And just get it all prepped. Now I'm not going to be too careful with this because, as I said, this motor's coming right out. So, and it's like 33 degrees today. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but pretty hot. Same tomorrow and Sunday, and then Monday's supposed to be about 30 something in showers. So this is going to completely be dried out, all the electronics and that. Cool thing is the ECU is actually mounted to the top of the motor. So that's all done. I didn't record me gurneying them. Gave it a quick rinse down on most of the body as well. I'm not even going to bother trying to get all the oil off the valve covers. So this is just pretty much everything attached to this motor is just going to get yanked out. And just put everything straight out of this one, straight in. Although before I got this, I was toying with the idea of taking this 3.2 litre V6 and the 5-speed and buying another NA or NB MX5 and dropping that motor in, since I've seen the Jaguar V6 in them. I was like, J series. I looked into doing a J series swap as well out of a Honda Accord or even an Odyssey. Either the, I think it was the K24 and the 3.5 litre, I think it is, but too expensive. For the same amount of money, I can just build the motor, upgrade the diff and gearbox, and get to like 400 or 500 horsepower. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. The last time I pulled a motor, I was what, 14 or 15, and back then it was on one of my cousin's 2-door Ford Escorts. It was a 70s model. I'll see if I can find the photo because I know like America, UK, all slightly different versions. But yeah, that was the last time I'd done a motor or was involved in doing a motor swap. Alright, so like I said, it's the next day, Saturday. We've taken the bonnet off and we're going to get into pulling out the motor. So gas has been released and now it's going to be a fun part of tracing everything and seeing what we're going to need and what we're not going to need. So we're not pulling this one out, we're going to use this one as a reference. There's all extra stuff for your gas system. It's been installed. So I'm going to actually jack it up, drain the oil out of the motor, and then once that's done, we're going to get on there, unbolt the auto from the back of the block, and then start undoing all the rest of the crap that we don't need. I thought it was supposed to be 33 degrees and sunny. It's like maybe 25, and now it's starting to rain. Let's make life a little bit easier. We're just going to do the whole snip that, because it doesn't look like it's important. And that looks like that's all separate because it's all dodgy. Good news, I didn't cut anything important. So we've been going at it since about 10, quarter past 10. It's now 3:45. In that time, we have managed to disconnect all of the gas shit, get rid of all the dodgy wiring loom that was just spliced in with connectors upon connectors. Like that. Timmy's undoing the engine mount on the driver's side. Gonna try and doing the engine mount on the passenger side. Then gonna have to get under and up into here and undo the transmission housing bolts. And all this crap is refrigerant from the air conditioning lines, which was supposed to already have been drained, but you know, it wasn't. It's also going to be fun trying to undo these bolts. They look a lot worse than the ones on the Honda, so I got a feeling I'm going to have to heat these up, get them to come loose and even, then it's going to be a mission. And I've got a feeling this is going to be more than just a one-day job like I'd originally thought it would be. What do you reckon, lads?
Pain in the ass.
I can tell you now, once we pull this out and put that one in, I won't be doing this ever again. Not on a rodeo. There's not much room to play around in. A lot of this shit hasn't been removed since 1998 when this one was put together, or 97. Actually no, it's a 99 model and that's a 2000, so yep. I still just can't get over the really good professional wiring job.
What are we doing here, Vinny?
Heating up the what do you call it? The stud and nut for the exhaust flanges that have like rusted over. Because I'm smart, I didn't move like the tub of oil just behind me, but that's okay.
That's it?
Yeah, now this is the part where I probably give myself 3rd-degree burns. I should have taken this mud fluff off. Feeling I'm going to pull instead of pushing this one. Fuck me.
I don't know what that fucking does, but
What this?
no.
That.
I'm gonna try to take that off.
That's the fill neck, so you might be able to undo that. And then we're going to patch that hole up.
Well, you can leave this here, it's up to you.
Not really, I don't want anything to do with the gas system on it. I'll just weld a plate from the back and then just body fill it.
Phillips.
Phillips. Phillips. Where is it? it? It's floating around here, man. We got tools fucking everywhere. Under the car, on top of the car, in the bull bar. Where the hell did we put the Phillips? Is the Phillips back there with you, or? Laz put it somewhere. Laz, where'd you put the Phillips, mate? Drop it in the comment where you left the Phillips. Nah, the flathead's up here, but yeah, you're right. He had it through one of the holes for the spotlights. I was going to say bloody Greeks, but you're Greek too. Is it in the back? Oh, it's on the tailgate, man. Damn can, yeah. There was a Phillips in the toolbox in the back anyway. Man, we still got that VL headlight, nose cone to get rid of. We did have more parts, but long story. We won't talk about that. Anyone need some, what is it? HJ, HX to WB, Statesman tail lights, Premier and Kingswood tail lights. I've just been too lazy to put them up on eBay. MX5 coilovers. So this was a back one. It sheared off. Yeah, that wasn't a good time, especially after leaving work and having to drive on the freeway at 100 k's an hour, listening to this thing knock more than a Jehovah's Witness on the wheel arch. Hey, you're getting it out. Alright, once again, I got too into it and forgot to record while we were pulling it through. So I have a big fuck off hole in the tub, but that's okay. So now we can pretty much pull out the whole tank and that mounting bracket that it's on, and then I just got to work out where the fuck to put it. And I don't know if the scrap metal guy will take that anyway.
I've got fucking dirt in my mouth.
Yeah, our drinks are up on the tray of the other Rodeo. Alright, this is going to be fun too. Trying to pull it all out.
It should be mounted in.
I've taken all the mounting brackets out.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Even under?
Yeah, nuts.
Not from this?
Shouldn't be mounted in. It should. These are strapped together, so I was just going to say we lift the whole thing out.
Just fucking do this, bro. Move the camera.
Yeah, I'm just moving everything aside. And then just have to walk it.
Hold the camera so I can bring this forward.
Yeah, just don't fuck yourself. Well, that's kind of what I was trying to avoid. I was going to walk it.
Yes.
Anywhere over there somewhere.
Alright.
Maybe in the back of the tray. No, because then we have to take it out of the tray because,
Oh, you're going to scrap it?
well, we might sell the tray, sell the fucking gearbox separately, and then if no one else wants the rest of the chassis, we'll just get the scrap guy to come collect it. I don't know, I'll just dump it somewhere for now. There's no gas in it anyway. Grab your lighter, we'll just double check. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to cut the camera so we can move this without killing ourselves. And I'll jump back to it. What time is it? It's got to be about, what, 7-ish? We started at 10 this morning. So hot tip, always allow a lot more time than you think it's going to take. 7:30, there you go. Sun's going down. Calder Park Raceway is just there, like 5 minutes from the house. Shame they don't actually do midweek track days. It's all drift, but you know, maybe we should turn that into a drift pig. I think she's pretty much full. Alright, so pretty much everything's packed away. Fire extinguisher's got to go back in the MX5. engine level. I think that's it for tonight anyway. I don't know if I'm going to make this a separate video or keep going tomorrow and make it in one video. I'll decide when I get in and start editing. It'll either be part 1 of 2 or it'll just be a normal video. So just in case I'm going to be lazy, thanks for hanging around, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.